All right. So I got this new light. Can you tell I'm like super bright?
You are nice and bright.
I know. I got one of those ring lights. I'm really excited about it. I always do this down in the basement. It's so dark and like those two ugly things behind me in the ceiling.
Yeah.
You know how the basements are. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's where I work out in the basement.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could make room down here. I just do it in the living room. My kids sit in my sweat. It's really gross. It's really gross. So I'm so unprepared. Let me get my notes.
I'm unprepared too because of our excitement today. I didn't do anything.
I know. It's so cool. All right. So I wanted to start out with Success Club points. And especially because it's Team Cup, which I feel like sometimes pressure, especially for me, pressure can lead like for disappointment. And I feel like I feel like I self-sabotage a lot, and I'm noticing that with Team Cup for myself too, because I put all this pressure on myself, and then I'm like, ah! So,
Yeah.
But that being said, we still have people on the board, and it's super exciting. So Liza and myself are at Success Club 2. Bethany is at Success Club 4, and then Kelsey is at Success Club 6, which is awesome.
Awesome.
And I think our team right now, I just got the email, we are at 18 points. And we're ranked like 900, which is really good considering there's like 300 and something thousand coaches. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
So I think it's exciting. And we still have a couple days left, and I have a ridiculous amount of follow-ups and invites to do after this call. So how are you doing?
Doing okay. I mean, I have some things going. Like, Tina in the group, my challenger Tina, has given me a bunch of referrals, which is awesome.
She doesn't want to do it herself.
She does not.
Okay. But that's great. She is amazing.
She is. Like when she goes in, she goes all in. And I mean, it's great because when she signed up, she's like, I'm just going to do this to do it with my daughter. Like, it's not for me. Mm-hmm. And then she's the one that's loving it.
Yeah. She's so amazing. She's almost like aged backwards.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. And I think that's what's that?
Yeah. Oh, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I just think that that's like one of the most amazing things is as coaches for us to watch. I mean, we go through our own transformations, but then to watch people that you've helped go through them, it takes it to a whole new level. It's so cool. It's really cool. So we're just going to keep going. And tonight's call is all about like the conversations and inviting and how to kind of transition into the cost and all of that good stuff. So hopefully it'll be helpful. So just ask any questions along the way.
Okay.
On the 19th, which is, I don't need to know about my step points. What's the date? It's the 17th. So in 2 days, the Energize Fruit Punch launches.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. I mean, it literally tastes like fruit punch. It brings me back to like my childhood days.
I know. I think you wrote something with the can and like where you pop the top of the can. Like
yeah.
Totally
I'm super excited about it. And it's just fun to have different flavors. I love the regular flavor, but I think it's just fun to have something new. So that is something to start kind of talking to people about, especially if you are an energized drinker, to kind of have some fun with the launch coming out is really cool. Also, are you an iPhone or an Android user?
Android.
Okay. So you don't have this app, but you'll be able to. The Nutrition app, which has only been for iPhone users so far, is coming to Android on the 27th of February. And I'll just show you what that is really quick because it's really cool. So it's this little Beachbody Orange Nutrition app. And what it is, it's a lot of things. You can track your portions, your workouts, your meals. So you can do this app either through the portion control system or, I don't want to edit my things, or you can do it if people are doing the 2B Mindset, you can switch it to track by 2B Mindset, which is super cool. And if you are a 2B Mindset owner, I guess, of the program, all of the videos and everything are right in this app, which is amazing. Also, you have access to, where's my dashboard? You have access to loading, but you have access to all the recipes, the Beachbody blog, which up until now you've only been able to do like on a desktop. Yeah. So you can have all of your To Be Mindset recipes. And then also like all the recipes that are normally on the blog are on this app. So it's really amazing. So anyway, Android users are going to have access to that on the 27th, which is awesome. And then lastly, the Success Club trip opt-in. So the Success Club trip for 2019 is in 5 weeks. It's the cruise. This will be my first trip. I've earned 3, but this is the first one I've been able to go on. And we're taking the whole family, and we're going to the Bahamas, and we're going to Haiti, and it's really exciting, and it's been paid for through earning Success Club points. So the 2020 Success Club trip is in Punta Cana. It's at the Hard Rock. It's going to be an all-inclusive resort. Hello, Elise. And you can opt in, and I'll have to find the link. I'll find the link and I'll post it in the Fearless page. But if you opt in, it doesn't mean anything other than you will get on that list so that when registration opens, which it already has opened, but you have to earn that registration also through Success Club points. So once you are, put on the list that you are able to register, you'll get an email. But you will not get that if you don't opt in. So they want to know that you want to go on this trip. And the really cool thing is, I forget exactly, I think it's like $1 trip dollar per Success Club point. In January, your trip dollars are doubled. So like last year in 2018, I had 22 Success Club points for January, which means they doubled and got 44. So it's $10 per Success Club point. So I ended up paying $440 towards my trip. Wow. So again, it was paid for like this year, and it pays up to $1,200, which is what your room is anyway. So you can get your entire trip paid for through earning Success Club points. So we had to pay for my kids, but other than that, the whole trip. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing. So definitely get on that list, and I will post that link and actually I see my notes there. Okay. So really quickly before we get into the topic, I just wanted to go over, because I know like in our little message thread and then just talking to some of you guys individually, we all have goals no matter what they are. And we all wrote down, and I still haven't had a chance to respond to everything. My messages are like kind of going crazy right now because I have not, between work and kids, I have literally not been able to sit down for 3 days, which is like making me like go like this. It's driving me insane, but I haven't been able to respond to everything. But we all kind of posted, what our goals are. Hi, sweet girl. I saw you over there. Hi. Look at me. What are you doing up? So we all listed our goals, and the reason why I think they're so important is because we can get really caught up in this business with rank, and we can get caught up with, our weekly paychecks and all of that. But at the end of the day, none of that matters if we're not doing it for a specific reason. I mean, obviously we want to help people because of what it's done for us, and we want to spread that message. But also we have hopes and dreams within our families and our own personal lives. So, and I know that I've said this before, I think it's really important to focus on building this business in order to achieve our personal and our life goals. That's why I think it was so important for us to talk about those things. So in order to reach those goals, you have to achieve certain ranks in order to get there, right? So that's why when we talk about ranks, it's so important. But where was I going? I totally go off track when I don't have everything written down exactly the way I want to say it. But I'm hearing a lot of, I want to be a diamond coach. I want to, be an elite coach. I want to, make X amount of dollars per week or X amount of dollars per month. And this is sort of like the harsh reality. Let's just say you want to be a diamond. If you want to be a diamond coach, you have to act like a diamond coach. Even if you don't know exactly what that means, if you put yourself there, you're going to get there. It's that quote that like I am now forever attached to, which is if you say you can, or whether you say you can or you say you can't, you're right. Because it's so true. So little things like hopping on the team calls, super important. And thank you guys, obviously, for being here. But it's really important. And I know that some people can't. We're all in different time zones. Well, we're not. But there are some people on our team that are in different time zones, and it's hard to get on these calls. So I wholeheartedly appreciate those of you that watch the replays. And I know that there are some of you on this team that do that. But they're really important. And I feel like we have to kind of take clues, right? Success leaves clues. And all of the coaches who are doing what we want, hop on the team calls. All of the coaches that do what we want, read personal development. All of the coaches that do what we want, do their workouts, drink their shakes, like the whole 9 yards. So if you treat yourself as just a coach, just a regular coach, that's where you're going to stay. And then also, in order for others to believe in you, and this is so important for every single one of us, in order for others to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing, because we don't always know what we're doing. We don't always have all the answers, but it's okay, because there's always someone that we can go to. There's always someone that we can ask. And there's always the coach office, which has so much information, it can be overwhelming, but you can find everything in there. But you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you are good enough to help other people, because you are. Elise, you are. I'm calling all of us out, not just you. But okay. And then this is a big one, and this is what's going to tie into our topic. Go into every single conversation like they want to join you. The conversations, I feel like, can be really, really scary. They can be intimidating. You can feel like, what if they ask me something that I don't know, or they object right away? Just go into it with the mindset of like, they want to join. Why would they not want to? Like, of course they want to. Because if you go into it with negativity, that's going to show. It's going to show within that conversation somewhere. So that's why the more conversations that you have, the more practice you're gonna have, and you're gonna get more comfortable. I still, almost 4 years into it, still sometimes go, why are they talking to me like this? Like, I'm not, but ultimately, and we get to choose who joins us. We have final say. But really, if you just go into it and we just change our mindset, like just before you type any message, just be like, of course they want to join me, because why on earth would they not want to? And then I think that'll give us an easier time of having those conversations. So let's talk about conversations. You guys have any questions before I go into it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Elise? No? You look super cute with your braids, by the way. I love it. Dorothy. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I actually did, I did what I think is a PowerPoint. I have no idea how to do these things. I just screenshotted one of my messages and then kind of put it on here so I can press next. I'm terrible at this. Like, it is not my forte. Like, some people put on really pretty presentations. I don't know how to do that. So you get what you get. But I just wanted to show you. And I think I have to share my screen here. And it's funny. I tried to find a conversation that like I invited to first, and kind of, you know what? I should have gone back through you, Elise, through your conversation, but that would probably take days going through all of our messages. So the one that I ended up finding was just one that was recent. Where is it? Here it is. This is so pretty. Oh, there's a stink bug in my light.
Oh, I hate those bugs.
I know. Die, little man. All right. So can you guys see this? How do I move that? You can? Well, now hold on, because I have to move this guy, and don't. Hold on. Oh my God. I can't move my mouse, so I can't read what I wrote there. But this is to someone, and actually, do you remember Terry Lacasse, Kate? She was like 2 years. I was one below you. I think she was a grade below me. But anyway, my first initial message to her was actually, and I cut the date off, but it was back in 2016. And I didn't even recognize her face. And I felt really stupid because it was like you can kind of see the top of my message was, hey, we have a bunch of mutual friends. Did you also go to Mount Anthony? And then I have to look at mine because I can't see my, whatever that response is to her, or from her. Hold on, Teresa. Okay, so it was back in 2016. And her response was, sure did, class of 99. It's great to see so many alums running their own businesses. Congrats to you. So right there, she's already been seeing what I've been posting.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can see a message. I thought you looked familiar. It's been so long, blah, blah, blah. What are you up to these days? She didn't respond. And that was, let's see. So then 2 months later, I responded to her with, or I went looking at her page, and I was kind of seeing what she was up to in her life, and commented on a picture that I saw of her son. So I know that this is cut off, but it says, just saw a pic of you and your little man. He is so cute, which he really is. It's kind of crazy reconnecting with so many peeps from high school and seeing all of the families we've created. She did not respond to that message. So that was, when did I say that was? That was February of 2017. And then I never reached back out to her. She probably just got lost somewhere in my funnel. I need to do a better job of following up. But then I had put a post up with my form, with my fitness accountability form, to kind of, if someone's interested, fill out this form. So January 25th of this year, she filled out my form with no messages in between that whole year. And so obviously I sent her this message, hey Chica, just got your form. Thanks for taking the time to fill it out. And this is where I asked her about her goals. And I send this one to everybody. And it's, even though she's already filled out my form and she's already told me some of her goals, I want to dig deeper. So I say, this is kind of deep but important. It's different for everyone. What are the feelings attached to those goals? If you had a magic wand and could wave it, be your ideal self, what would that look and feel like for you? For example, one of my goals was to lose the 20 pounds of baby weight. What I really meant was I wanted to feel comfortable in my skin. I want to speak nicely to myself because I've struggled doing that my whole life. I want my kids to be proud of their mama and see that mommy's proud of herself. So I kind of told her what I wanted from her and then gave her a little bit of an example so that it wouldn't be so overwhelming. And then she responds with, this is taking me a while and I can't pinpoint why. I don't have a clear goal. I just need to do something. I've been gaining weight for about a year and I've not been overly concerned. I'm not thrilled, of course, but I'm not beating myself up either. Every day I survive. Working full-time with 2 little ones is a win. That being said, I've not been very healthy and I know my lifestyle is a big... Oh, whoops. I guess I skipped all that. Why did I skip it? Sorry. Anyway, this was her response. That being said, I've not been very healthy and I know my lifestyle is a big part of the problem. I keep telling myself I will change my ways soon, like after the holidays or when the weather gets nice or when things slow down. But I know I will keep doing this. I feel that if I don't do something, the weight will get out of control and then I will start beating myself up. So after this rambling, I know I should lose about 20 pounds, but I would be happy if I lost 10. I just need to take some control and get moving. Somehow I skipped that whole part in here. And then I responded to her with this question, can be a tough one, but it's important. I said, I said right up here, you said you aren't being very healthy. What does that look like for you? And then this is where she says, I just don't have much self-control. I eat carbs constantly because I like them. I cook my kids' vegetables, but don't put any on my own plate. Have a couple of drinks daily, and I never exercise, so my body is tight and my back hurts. I know better, but make no move to make different choices. Subsequently, I have little energy and seem to catch every cold or virus that is going around. So I didn't just end with that one explanation that she gave me. You kind of have to just keep digging because A, you don't want to rush them. And B, it's important to know everything. She's already said here that she is addicted to carbs, so we know that about her. She doesn't have any energy, so we know, and I wish I'd done this, but I didn't. But reading it again, I now know I should have said something about energize because she lacks energy. We know that she tries to make healthy choices for her kids, but not for herself. So if you just keep digging, you're going to really, they're almost talking themselves into doing this. It's not you giving them all this information, but it's them really saying, this is why I really need this. So it's not just to lose the weight. This little blurb right here tells us so much about what she needs. And then, of course, I said hashtag mom life, right? I've truly found that unless you have a set goal other than just losing pounds, we tend not to follow through. And then I asked her, let's see if it's on the next one. Do you find that you're eating mindlessly with the carbs? I might not have put these in the right order. Told you I'm bad at this. She said, yes, I crave salty snacks and I can't eat just one. I agree about goal setting. I'm just having trouble formulating a goal. And then I told her about my salt and vinegar addiction because I have one. And then I asked her, okay, I did these backwards. There was that whole conversation. Then I asked her, would you like me to send you a few videos of the programs that I think would be good for you based on what she filled out in my form? Now on my form, I have questions like how many minutes a day would you like to, could you find the time? 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. I have all the options. And I believe she picked 30 minutes. And then I have, do you like dance? Do you like cardio, weights, yoga, mixed martial arts? And so based on what they tell me there, then I know what I can send her. So here I sent her, and I only showed you one 21-day fix. I also sent her Core to Force. I sent her Lift 4 and Transform 20 because those are all within the time range that she picked. And so then she says, I'm most interested in the 21-day fix workout. Can you tell more about how your business works? What are your virtual gyms? Now, she has not once, and neither have I, mentioned price. Not once. And sometimes they ask right away. And when they do, I'll generally just say it completely depends on your needs and what you will need in order to reach your goals. And then I'll tell them, we're going to build this together. So cost we will talk about after. But again, she has not asked yet, and I have not mentioned anything yet. So she said she's most interested in the 21-day fix workout. So then I tell her what the virtual gym is. And here my virtual gym is a private Facebook group, and it is the magical place where we all receive the support, motivation, and accountability we need in order to meet our own personal goals. I help you pick a program that best suits your needs, and you already said that you like the 21-day fix, whether it be to tone up, get fit, or take your current fitness to the next level, period. The group focuses on supporting and inspiring one another with uplifting, positive, healthy thoughts and actions. As a result, we all feel like better, healthier versions of ourselves. I'm hands down a more present and powerful woman and mother as a result of all this goodness. And then I ask her, how does all that sound? She said, that sounds great. What's the cost and when do we start? So now we've already established her goals. We've established what program looks best to her. She's already answered what kind of Shakeology she'd like to try because I asked that in my form. And if you guys want, I can show you the form. I know Elise, I'm pretty sure, has seen it. But Kate, if you want me to show you, I can show you the questions. It's super easy. I use Google Forms. It's free and it's super, super simple. And you can make them look really nice without having to be tech savvy, which I clearly am not. So I say we start Monday. I open enrollment on Friday. And then this is the blurb I send to everybody. I have not changed it in years because it works. And it's basically our incredible annual challenge pack contains, and then I say access to every Beachbody program that we have to offer, your 30-day supply of Shakeology, the portion fixed containers, an easy to follow nutrition plan, Shakeology shaker cup, your personal coach, me, access to our private gym, and then this crazy awesome package is a one-time fee and is good for the whole darn year. It's basically like the Netflix or Amazon Prime of fitness, and it's only $160 for the whole year, which is amazing. The only thing you would be responsible for monthly would be Shakeology if you choose to continue, but there is no obligation to. And then I ask, what do you think? And she responded with, all right, I'm finally ready to get off my butt and get going. The package sounds good. If you need to email me, my email. And then she tells me that she's, oh, it's right there, excited. And then this is a piece that works really, really well. I give them an option. Quick question. Are you ready to go all in? Like not for 30 days, but truly make a change for good. I say there's two options for enrollment. When you sign up with a challenge pack, you have the ability to sign up as a preferred customer level 1 coach. So I give them that information, that they would be, bypassing that $40 sign up fee. They'll get the 25% discount on Shakeology and everything else. The savings of $32 a month, it'll cost $16. So I give them everything and I just lay it all out there. And then I don't think I have it in here. Yes, I said, and then I let them know how easy it is with a simple email to cancel if they choose to. And then the number 2 option is, as a challenger, you just pay for your challenge pack. You join the virtual gym. You don't get the benefit of the discount. And just, the best deal is obviously number 1, she declined it. She said, just going to do the challenge pack. Okay, great. So then that's when I share a cart with her. And that was the end of that. But, that's when, you share a cart and you make it happen. So hers was kind of an easier one because she has been following me for so long. They're not always that easy, but I just find that if you keep going with their goals, it's almost like peeling away the layers of an onion. Like there's so many layers. So when somebody says, I want to lose 10 pounds. Okay, great. What does that 10 pounds look like for you? How would you feel if you lost it? And then they'll probably say, well, I'd feel great. Well, why? Like, why, what does that 10 pounds being gone, how is that going to make you feel great? And you keep asking those questions, asking about their energy level, asking about their nutrition, because it's never like, it's never just about the weight. So the more that you really just talk to them about their goals, talk to them about what they really truly want, the easier the transition is. And you'll kind of know, I think, when you can say, all right, so here's what we have. I want to just show you a few things. Let me know if any of these appeal to you. If they don't, we're going to keep going. And then once they pick one and they find one that they're like, yeah, that looks really cool, then okay, here's the breakdown. I give them that same exact breakdown, and I have that in the files of the Team Fearless, so you can just copy paste that. The only thing that I change is if they say they want, let's say the 80-day obsession, because 80-day obsession challenge pack, I believe, is 180. So I would put something like, you would gain access to the 80-day obsession program in addition to every single Beachbody program. Obviously, you have to change the price. You add in there that they also get the loops and the sliders and all of that. But generally, I stick with the same thing because it lays it all out for them. And then if they're like, sorry, it's too much or whatever, there's times, and this is one of the things I have to work on, I could say something like, well, why don't you try it for free for 2 weeks, or just sign up for a free account and do clean week. That's something that we could all incorporate, because if they even just sign up for a free account, not putting their credit card information in there, they can do clean week for free. So that would give them a really good introduction to what we do and how the nutrition plan works and all of that. So, and I know I was talking to you about this, Kate. I want to make up a calendar every single month. We're going to do a week of clean week, and we're going to do the coach sneak peek. We're going to do those two things every single month. And I think what I am thinking is maybe the second week of the month, have it be the clean week free group. And then is that what I was going to do? And then a week in between Yeah, second week of the month do, or maybe the first week, either or. First or second week of the month do the free group, and then have a week in between, and then either the third or the fourth week of the month have our coach sneak peek. But how does that sound? Do you think that makes it a little easier transitioning into cost?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is your biggest struggle with conversations?
For me, I feel like I try to give them too much information at once.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to figure out my, I'm like, let me just throw it all at you. And
I know. Because you get excited about it.
I do. I get excited and then I overwhelm them, I think.
Well, I used to do the same exact thing. And some of the ways I feel like when I like word vomited all over them, they wouldn't respond to me. And so I would always send a message. I'm like, listen, and I would usually say this shit really excites me because that's how I talk. But I'm like, I know I just like totally word vomited all over you and it was completely overwhelming. And, so I'm sorry. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, just make fun of it. Like, it's okay because you are excited. You can say things like, this is still new to me. And I just get so excited that I don't know when to shut up. Like, the more real that you are with them, and I mean, those might not be your exact words, but at least they understand that you're not just trying to like sell them something. Like, you truly are just that excited. And you'll learn like how to kind of hold back a little bit. I mean, I still get excited where I'm like, okay, they want to do this. Let's just do it all right now. And then they're like, oh my God, you just totally freaked me out.
Right.
So, just, I would say ask as many questions and give less information because they're going to ask you when they need to know something. I never hold anything back when they ask questions. Like, I don't ever want to mislead anybody. I don't want any surprises. I don't want them to like see a reoccurring bill and they're like, what is this? Like, definitely be open with that, but only when the time is right. So, but the one thing that I always have people do, and it didn't show up in that conversation because she did it on her own, but normally when they say I'm ready to do something or to make a change, I always give them my form first. I always tell them, would you mind filling this out? Because it's really going to help me see what your goals are and how I can help you reach them. Do you want to see the form? Would that help you?
I need to make one. It's been on my list to make one. So.
Okay. So let me do this. I'll show you really quickly. I don't want that. They're super easy to make. And I would say just copy mine. I think that's what I've told everyone else to do. And then just change, verbiage if you want and everything else. But why am I doing that? That's not where I want to go. If you just, sorry, this is going to take forever. All right. Just type in Google Forms. And just go to these. Go to Google Forms. Oh, shnikes. This is I need to change profiles because I have 2 different accounts. Okay. So here are all my forms right now. I have one for Clean Week, coaching, our accountability group, Transform 20. I had one for the mindset, To Be Mindset. So let's go to, this is the one I use all the time. And you can customize these, you can upload pictures, you can make them as fun as you want, and you can't screw them up. Like it's that easy. And what it does is, sorry, it takes so long to load when I'm sharing a screen. I have it set up so when you get responses, I have this checked. Oops, I just turned it off. Have this checked for get email notifications when someone has filled it out. So it goes straight to my email and I see that someone's filled it out. And it also, if you have this on, well, that's accepting, but there's a button once you press that up there that keeps their email for you, which is really nice. So here's the 122 people who have responded to it so far. And that's just nice for when you're looking for it. But here is the questions. So I have this little welcome. Choosing you. It's the first step in the direction of wanting change. It's the starting point for you in your new journey. So evaluate you and let's find the best route to take on your road trip. There is no judgment, so be specific. I'll be sending you a message in the next 24 hours to do a follow-up, so please make sure to check your messages or send me a message on my Facebook, and then I have my Facebook link. Obviously, you can write whatever you want there. So I have their email, and I make all of these mandatory because otherwise they skip them and it could be information that you need. So email, and then their full name. I ask them if they live in the United States, Canada, UK, or other, because right now we can only ship in these 3 countries. Although at Summit, we're going to be hearing about the next country that they're sending, and part of me thinks it's probably going to be Mexico. But if they're not in these countries, we unfortunately, as of right now, can't help them. So that's why that's there. And then if the answer is other, where do you live? I ask them if they currently have a Beachbody coach that they're working with. And if so, who is your coach? Because if they have a coach, they have to go to their coach. I'm not going to take somebody from their coach unless it's a very specific certain circumstance where their coach isn't working the business anymore or isn't helping or whatever the case may be. But if they already have a coach, generally, I will tell them to go talk to their coach. I ask them if they've already participated in a challenge group. Yes, with me. With another coach, not yet. How did you hear about this program? And because I have links on both Facebook and Instagram, sometimes I don't know where these people are coming from, so I ask them. I do ask them their weight, how old they are, and then talk about nutrition. How many servings of vegetables do you eat per day? How many servings of fruit do you eat per day? How many servings of protein? How many servings of carbs? What types of fat are you eating? And I just list those types of fat. Because you can kind of tell if people are like eating coconut oil or, avocado and nuts and seeds, they're probably already starting to lead a little bit of a healthier lifestyle as opposed to eating, canola oil and fried foods. How many glasses of water are you drinking per day? How many times do you eat a day? Do you have allergies? Because obviously with Shakeology and stuff, some people can't have it. I have someone who's allergic to blueberries, and there's blueberries in all Shakeology. So she can't drink it, which describes your daily activity level: sedentary, moderate. I have a physically demanding job. Do you have any food cravings in the evening? This is a really important one, especially for Shakeology. How many alcoholic bevies do you consume per week? So those are the options. Which Shakeology flavor would you most like to try? And they can choose as many as they want to. And then let's chat about what you really want. Here's where you get to the nitty gritty. It's not always easy. In fact, it's hard as hell, but you owe it to yourself to be honest with you. What is your energy level? Again, this is a great one because if they say always tired, not bad, well, let's talk about energized. What is your fitness level? There's the options. Do you already have an exercise routine? If they do, maybe they're CrossFitters or Zumba people. Well, then maybe Lift 4 is perfect for you because it's only 4 days a week. You can do your other stuff. If you reach your goals, what would make you most happy? Most people pick the to feel good about myself, more confident, to feel more proud, or all or almost all of these. But if they say something like to firm up my booty, well, then we know 80-day obsession would be a great one for you. How would you feel in your own skin if you achieved these objections? So here, most people will write great or I would feel good, which clearly is not the answer that we want. So that's why that second follow-up that I always say, like, let's dig more into your goals. That's why I always ask that. Some people write amazing responses here and like give you everything you need. But most of the time it's like one-word answers. And then I need to change that to 2019. Hang on, which is nice because you can edit right there and it's done. That's how easy this form is. And when I'll show you really quickly since we're here. So let's just pretend we're going to add a box right here. I'm going to say, how old are you? It already gives me my multiple choice. So I can just add, like it almost does it for you. Or what are your specific, how you spell it, goals? See, and it already says paragraph. So you can do check boxes, paragraph, short answer. So it kind of, I don't know what the right word is, predicts it for you. And then you just press this down here for required, and then it makes it so that they have to answer it. And then if you don't want that one, boom, bye-bye. So, oh shit. Oh shit. What did I have? Checkbox grid? Oh, fuck balls. Well, I just screwed that one up. Hold on. Undo. Undo. Redo. Ah, crap. I swear it really is easy. How do I fix it? Shit. All right, well, I have to go back and fix that somehow. How many minutes a day can you invest for your workout? And I have the different times here. What types of exercises do you prefer? This is a box for each of our styles. Do you have any injuries, diseases, or physical limitations? Because obviously that's important. Have you already tried reaching your health and fitness goals? If yes, what was your experience? Most people will say I failed. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your commitment level for reaching your goals? That's a pretty big one. Are you ready to meet these goals? A lot of people say I'm going to think about it. How do you feel in your body currently? I know how hard this is, but give yourself the grace to be honest. You deserve it. Again, even though it tells them they can answer as, a paragraph, usually they'll write unhappy, fat, blah, blah, like one-word answers. So again, great reason why you're going to keep digging into their goals. What is the best way I can contact you? And I give all these options. I'm finding a lot of people are picking phone or text, and I actually prefer that because I tend not to miss messages that way, or at least unless my kids get a hold of my phone, which they do sometimes. But I find that that's a little bit better. If the answer is phone, text, or Facebook, please, tell me your number, and then any additional information I should know. So that's the form. Damn it, I can't believe I effed that up. I don't remember what they were. Crap. I guess I can go back and look. All right, I need to keep this open so I don't forget to do that. All right. So how do I unshare? I feel like I've never done this before in my life. There it is. All right. So that form asks them for a ton of information, but it sort of like cuts out that middleman of you having to ask all of those questions. So once they've filled out that form, you already know they want 30 minutes a day. They prefer weights. So right now, so then we know we can talk to them about Lift 4, which is more 40 minutes a day, but still we can talk to them about that. We can talk to them about 21-day fix because that incorporates weight. So you have all of that info where you can already be like, all right, based on what you've told me, I think this will be really good for you. And then kind of go from there. And again, it showed them the cost that I just deleted. So most of the time, the only two answers I ever get were it's priceless to me, whatever that one was. And then the 150 to 250. Those are the only two that people have ever picked. So right there, great. A challenge pack, they can't argue with that. They will argue with it, but they have already said that, so that price has already been thrown in their face. You've already asked them about Shakeology. So they already know about all of it. Now it's just up to you to kind of dig and ask those questions. So what do you think? Forms, super helpful. Yeah.
Get one.
Elise, do you use your
What was that email that I just thought I just got about Google Forms not being around anymore soon?
what?
Or something was changing. I swear I got an email that like March 1st or April 1st or something,
Are you serious?
that the Google Forms was going to be different or deleted or something along those lines.
I wonder if it's going to be paid.
I don't know, because I was like, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to figure that out.
There was an email, I got it too, but I don't think it was the forms. It was Google. Did Google try to have some kind of like a Facebook type thing? I forget what it was called. Google.
They did the Hangouts or that Google. Yeah, they did.
There was
Maybe I
something.
misunderstood. I was like, oh, I thought it said Google Forms, but maybe not.
That would really suck.
I know. That's why I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, that would really, really suck. Well, not, yeah, let's figure that out soon because I will cry if it's Google Forms.
I could be wrong.
I hope you are. Yeah, I'll look it up. I hope you are. So what are you guys finding? Like, what are your roadblocks? What do you like? Where do you get stuck in your conversations? Do you get stuck in actually starting the conversations? Do you get stuck in like how to start the invite? Like where, like if you've just been talking to people and you're like, well, how do I initiate an invite here? Like where do you struggle the most?
For me lately, it's time, period. Yeah. Like, you guys always talk about pockets of time, and I think that's great, but I feel like for like a new coach, and I say that loosely since I've been doing this for like, I don't even know, 2.5 years or whatever. I feel like I need like an hour to 2 hours to like sit down because like I told you, I think I sat on my computer like a couple weeks ago for like 2 or 3 hours and I maybe talked to 6 people or something like, but I looked through like 75 profiles or something. Like I feel like it takes a lot of time to research. And like I said, I had Stim and I deleted it when I was following. So I have 6,700 people that I'm following. So like today I tried to spend some time and yesterday I tried to spend some time and I'm down to like 6,200. I was like, oh my gosh.
Don't spend your time trying to unfollow people right now. I'm going to go to your profile because I'm pretty sure you don't have 6,000 followers, right?
No, I follow that many.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying that's
No, I have 2,500 or something.
Okay, so yes, you need to get your following people down, but don't waste your time doing it yourself. Did you watch that video that I sent you today on the Captivate and Cleaner? Okay, so and I want to do a team call on it, but I only wanted to do it once I've been using it myself. So I was using Stim for a while and it gained me a huge following, but they were not the people I wanted. So I stopped using them because I was also spending $100 a month. And then I started using 21 Social, which gave me really fantastic people, but it was $80 a month. And I was like, you know what? I can do this and find something that I can bring to my coaches and have them not spend a ton of money, and for myself. And I needed something that wasn't so fast because I don't have the time right now to keep up with that or the discipline. I don't know what it is. I couldn't do it. So I started doing some research and there are 2 apps called Captivate and Cleaner. And what Captivate does is essentially you go and you find, I always talk about mom blogs. You find a mom blog and you do it through Captivate. It takes you to Instagram and you go to the mom blog and you click on a picture that you resonate with. You click on the likes and you can Captivate follows all the people you want it to. And again, I'll post that video because I don't want to sit here and do it. It could be an hour-long call, but it follows all those people for you. And what it also shows you is who's following you back. And so, which is really cool because Instagram doesn't do that. Like you can't just click on people and see if you can see that you're following them, but unless you go search through your followers, you don't know whether they're following you back. If they're not following you back, really, why you don't want them. So what Cleaner does is Cleaner goes through and all of the people that are not following you, it unfollows them. But it does it at a rate that Instagram isn't. It does it one person every 90 seconds. So it takes some time, but it unfollows them for you. So it would clean up, it would take a couple days at least, but it would clean up your following big time for you. It is paid, and I believe I am paying because I got the cloud because I have 32,000 followers. So I wanted a bigger cloud, but I think total 10, 14, I think total I'm paying $30 a month. And I'm willing to do that because it's finding, like, it's people that I'm actually finding myself. But it's doing the work for me. Like it's following, it can follow thousands of people for me. And then I give it like.
So how do you know? I guess I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
How do you know who it decides to follow, or how do you know who's new?
It tells you. It breaks everything down. Watch the video.
Okay, I'll watch the video.
She does a really, really great job of, and I'll post it on the team page. She does a really, really great job of explaining and showing her phone and going into detail. Let me to post.
No, you have to put on some hat.
No.
But really, you guys being so new, your warm market is still huge. So even though, yes, Instagram is a great way for you to find people. And Elise, I know that you're leery about, posting certain things and opening up on Facebook. You still have a ton of people on Facebook that you could reach out to. A ton. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you haven't invited everybody on your friends list. Not that I want you to invite everybody on your friends list, but I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of people on your friends list that you could invite.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I think honestly I've reached out to 10 people.
Well, then there you go, darling. You have a lot of people that you could reach out to on your friends, on your Facebook.
I know.
You have to get over whatever is in your way right now.
I don't even know what it is, my weight.
But remember, it's not, Elise, when I started opening up about all of my shit recently, that's when I started having the most conversations I've ever had in my life. Because people aren't just seeing my workouts and the fact that I nailed them, which I rarely nail my workouts. I just post fun pictures and people think, oh, she's super motivated and works out every day and blah, 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 blah. This is a big fitness girl. Well, no, I'm not that at all. I cry sometimes. I swear every day. Like, it's not easy. It's not fun. I hate working out. I hate every second of it. I just like how I feel afterwards. But when I started really opening up about some of the shit that but some of the stuff that's been like coming up emotionally for me lately, I can't even keep up with the amount of people that are sending me messages about that stuff. And then a lot of them are saying, I've been watching, your fitness journey and just, I love what you're doing and stuff like that. So sometimes it has nothing to do with the workouts. So you being open and vulnerable about and being kind to yourself, not just saying I look fat, like the one post you said something. I'm like, oh,
I know.
You're not that. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But just remember the journey.
I literally went to the store today to buy myself some big girl clothes.
Well,
I didn't get very much because I refused to go up another size. So let me just tell you about how much fits me right now.
Listen,
I've never had this issue before, so this is like a whole new thing for me to learn how to accept.
You also never had 2 kids before.
Yeah.
And all of the stresses that you've had. So just give yourself the grace to be where you are and know that it's not a forever thing. You work too hard at it, but when
I honestly think it's my food intake. I think that has to be it. I'm like, I cannot be eating enough because I eat. Like, I don't know.
Are you hungry? No. That could be stress related too,
I think it is because I have not been eating as much as I know, like plan A. Mm-hmm. And when I work out regularly and eat on plan A, I do get hungry sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And
I usually eat 3/4 of my food by 11 a.m.
Oh God. So you said
because I get up and do my workout 5.
But you said that you saw that Autumn is on Plan B?
I'm pretty sure that she said she eats in Plan B, and I was like, she weighs less than me. I'm pretty sure she's like 111 or 109 or something.
Well, I have no idea how much she weighs, but I have met her a couple times, and she is, first of all, she's super short. She might be my height, like 5'1". She's very short. She's itty bitty, but she is muscle, and not like big muscle, but there is not an ounce of fat on that girl. So if she's eating on Plan B, and she look at her,
get down.
If she's eating on Plan B and she is the way she is, maybe you need to rethink it.
Yeah.
What about you, Kate? How are you feeling with initiating conversations? And then I'm going to let you guys go because it's been an hour.
It's still hard because I'm still new at it, so I don't always know what to say or how to say it. But I mean, it's just, I gotta keep doing it and find what works.
And just really talk about it. I mean, show as much as you guys can on social media. You know, do little tiny call to actions all the time, like every day. They don't have to be big things like I'm starting my virtual boot camp on Monday. I'm looking for 15 people. It could be something like, if you want to talk, I'm always here to help. That's a call to action that's not a big thing, you know, or ask questions, lots of engaging posts like that have nothing to do with health and fitness. Like if you're going out, I know this sounds silly, if you're going out, but like, what shirt should I wear? People love to give opinions. And then, you know, you send them a little message like, hey, I chose the black shirt. Thanks for the feedback. That's a great way to start a conversation. You know, like little things. It doesn't have to be big. It can be something like, if you're ready, I'm ready. Done. They might not comment, but they're seeing it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to, as long as every single day you're showing that you're doing your workouts. Ultimately, you want to build your team. So you're looking for coaches. Talk about the fact that, you know, you just sat with a glass of wine and talked with your tribe or whatever it is. Like, just talk about what you do daily. And really your posts, people aren't really you're not going to get a lot from your posts. It's going to be all those private conversations. That's why it's important to keep posting, because all those likes, those are people you can talk to. Generally, you won't get your challengers directly from your posts. Like they're not going to comment, hey, pick me. Like they're not going to do it. It used to be that way where they did do that, but now they don't. Stories is a great way to do it. Do tons of polls in your stories. Those are great ways to talk to people. Dropping your favorite emoji, like, hey, drop your favorite emoji if you struggle with, you know, nighttime snacking or stuff like that. Like just little things to get people talking. Your daughter loves books. Ask, how old is your oldest daughter? Which one is the one that likes books?
My oldest, she's 11.
11. So talk, like that picture that you posted with her and her favorite store was so great. And like something that you can add to something like that is, what's your favorite book for a preteen, you know? And then people they love to tell you that kind of stuff. So it doesn't always have to be the health and fitness, but like really just start talking to people, because especially there might be friends of yours that you have no idea that their kids are also avid readers and love reading. So that could be something that you have in common, you know? So just start asking questions just about life. And it doesn't, you know, not always health and fitness. Throw those in once or twice a week where you're really doing like big call to actions about the health and fitness. Other than that, you're just talking about what you do every day. That's it. Would it be helpful to like post conversations as we go in either the group thread or on the team page, where we kind of show, this is how I transitioned into, you know, talking about cost, or this is how I transitioned from just randomly talking to someone into an invite? Would that be helpful to kind of do those screenshots and we can just maybe give ideas that way? Yeah. I think, maybe if I do it on the team page, that way everybody has access to it and your phone's not blowing up with messages. But yeah, because I mean, I think it's helpful all the time to kind of see how those transitions happen, because they can be really, really tricky sometimes. But a lot of times, if you they're just natural, because and that's the thing. If they see what you're posting, when you're having those conversations with them in the background, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram, when you have those conversations via Messenger, then they're going to start seeing your feed. Your posts are going to start showing up on their news feed. That's how the algorithms work. So the more conversations you're having, the more of those people are going to see what you're doing. So if you're not seeing anything, if you're noticing that no one's commenting, no one's paying attention to your posts, it's most likely because you are so far down in the algorithm that it's just, they're not going to see it. But through messaging, you're going to get higher up and you're going to get seen more. So that's how that works. It's kind of obnoxious, but that's how it works. So, okay, well, I will post that video for Captivate and Cleaner on the team page. I'll do that now. I will look into the Google Forms, because I'll cry if they take that away. And I will start posting my transitions and conversations and stuff on the team page. And if you guys want to do the same, that would be awesome. And I'll also post the opt-in for the 2020 Success Club trip. Did you already do that, Elise? Did you opt in? Cool. I just registered. I'm really excited. The rooms are
I think I
cool.
I did. I don't know. One of the ones that Dave and them talked about.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Same thing.
Okay.
All right, ladies. Well, thanks for hopping on. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to be up for at least 3 hours, because about 3 hours, because I'm going to be working on Oh, Mama's sad. All right, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.